So we're all good there, gentlemen?
Now we've started, Martin. We've just wasted our best entertainment before the videos actually started. A bit of a waste of time here. So Jason Berry here from the Hutchins School, Director of Sport, and I'll let my co-host introduce himself.
It's Brady Yates here from Marist Regional College up in Burnie. Pleasure to be here today on a very, very cool day in Campbelltown. I think we've got a top of about 8 degrees outside.
We're just saying we're not too concerned about that. It's very warm in here in the commentary box, so we're looking forward to this game. It should be a really interesting tussle between Hutchins, who have been in some pretty good form this SATIS season, and Marist, who have made a great start to their SATIS. The first time in SATIS for Marist, or is it a welcome back to the competition?
20-year absence, I believe, Jason. So it's great for us to be back in the competition and give our students a good pathway.
It's fantastic to have you back. Going from a 4-team competition to a 6-team competition this year. Up in our first ruck contest, who's your ruckman in there?
Alex King gets a knockdown. Josh Wolf.
Nice bit of play by Josh Wolf in the middle there. Toll Savage from Hutchins just missed out on that one. Bit of a pack.
Forming in there, that's right. I'll throw it up here. Bit of push and shove. I think that's from one of the Hutchins boys helping out at Marist today.
We don't mind
teammates.
We don't mind a little bit of that. So we've got a bit of an interesting game here. That tap one down by Toll Savage there to Jack Tilly. Really nice tackle. Who was that?
That's Josh Wolf again in the mix. Plays for the Burnie Dockers back up on the coast.
He's been prolific early. 2 early possessions.
He goes forward. Up goes Brooks. Nice mark there.
This is Tane Suki just here. Really nice, silky mover. Insane, that. Probably not my best commentary call. Jack Parsons, a year 9 boy, playing his first game. Started with a nice possession. I don't know about mark from Jack Tilly there. A nice transfer of play across. Straight through the hands.
Kyber there.
There's Cooper. Cooper said he's going to get 16 today. He's passed across to Lewis Drury.
And through for our first score of the day, behind to Hutchins.
And a player free in the goal score. I don't know how happy that player will be. I think it's Mac Evans.
Scrappy early though. Could be a free kick in the back. Umpire says play on.
I like it when they let those ones go, Brady. There wasn't much in that.
Absolutely. Let the players play. Alex King, his first game of the year for the young man. Having a crack there.
Jack Gunston picks it up, across to the centre. This is that Parsons in his first game, second kick, touched off the boot. Would have been a really nice start to Jack Parsons from year 9. As James Fielding's made the trip up from Hobart to do our goal umpiring today. He officiates.
He's practiced that, I think, Jason.
He's very good at that. He's normally a boundary umpire, but you can see he's had a little bit of practice on the sticks.
Now, have you got the spare ball happening, Jace? It's common occurrence in footy.
There's about 45 around the ground somewhere. I think one of those might need to end up behind those goals over there. I reckon we can organise that at some stage.
Here's Regan Rowbottom to bring the ball back into play. Had a few touches early. Reegs playing down back. Unfamiliar role for him. Unfortunately, a turnover there.
Nice solid mark there. Second possession for Ned Spiden. Beautiful kick into the middle there. This is Jack Tilly.
And again, unmarked. Nice sort of lead into some space there. Who we got here?
So this is Lewis Drury. So Lewis was I believe, an Australian under-19 cricket player. Very, very serious, very good keeper batsman. Had a really good season, and he's picked up the boots again this year after a few years' absence, playing for the first. He's put that one through, I believe. Didn't kick it too far that time, Martin. Don't have to go and chase that ball.
That's good. First one on.
Mark there. It's one of the Hutchins boys. Goes forward looking for Brooks. Goes up. Another nice mark in defence there.
That's a second one for Tane Suki out the back. I said he was silky last time and he floated one. That's a little bit nicer.
Yeah, good find.
Lovely kick.
Good vision out to Jack Gunston. Jackie's got hands over the top. He elects not to go there. Looks for Zach Fair. Nice strong up. Very good overhead, Zach Fair. Is Lewis Drury again.
Oh, nice hands.
Very solid mark.
Where is it? Jack, Sam.
Lining up in the middle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players through the middle there.
Who have we got here, Jace?
Well, I'm looking at the number in the book that doesn't match the player out there, so I need a bit of a closer look just there.
Good impact, Penny. Zach!
Could be Harry Black out there potentially. He's wearing a 20 on his back, and the program says 20 is Ned Spiden. That is not Ned Spiden, Brady.
Push that one to the left, it looks like. Another behind.
Back, 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 back.
Really do need that extra footy down there, I think, Jace.
Yeah, I think that needs to be done. I'm a little bit concerned with how loud our coach Cameron Blight is on the broadcast just here. He's only about 10 metres away from our broadcast area.
Well, we know he lives and dreams football, so...
Do you know, Martin, you probably do know, but he was pretty keen to be mic'd up for today's game.
Oh, I don't think we'll need it.
For the sake of the audience, I think we'll leave that one. It's a nice kick out just then. There's Sam Banks-Smith. Classy move. Another year 9 across to Jack Parsons. Banks-Smith picks it back up.
Nice handball, bit of space here once again.
Big Toll Savage. I'd love to see him kick a goal here. He wouldn't have kicked too many in his career, Toll. Nice shepherd off the ball there by Marist.
Big Logan Williams goes in there. Picked up. Oh, that's a free kick, I think.
I don't feel the ball was anywhere near him just then. It was a good free kick.
Struggling to get out of their back 50 here, Jace, aren't they? The Marist boys. Oh, a bit of a floater, that one.
Got it a few times into that forward 50, but Tane Suki was about to pick up the ball just now. Has been pretty hard to get past so far. In saying that, that one was pretty easily past him. A nice tackle by Tane, though. Good Joe Harrison. Gets a fair bit of the ball, Joe Harrison, a grade 10 boy from Hutchins. And taken out of bounds.
So one of your better players last Saturday, is that right, Jason? Kicked a miraculous goal. Stephen Milne, like in the deep pocket there at the old War Memorial.
I don't know if anything's ever going to be as good as Stephen Milne was, Martin.
Well, that's what his dad Ben was telling me anyway.
He would do. He's the manager of our team. I don't think you compare yourself to a Stephen Milne at this stage of your career. Very good player for the mighty Saints. Here's Jack Tilley with a left.
Bit of a wobbler inside 50.
There's been a few wobblers, Brady, today.
Absolutely. Conditions look pretty good. Not too much of a breeze out there. Not too much of an excuse for the boys. Maybe look to polish that up, I reckon, as the game goes on.
I think they're both fairly fresh off a bus trip down or a bus trip up, so maybe not quite into the swing of things. If you can see a couple of empty chairs over there on the other side of the ground there, Brady. They've got 4 people watching this game and a few hundred on live streaming, hopefully. That was a nice goal just then.
Barry! 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 Barry!
What's the rules on the runners in this competition? Is it different to the AFL, Jason?
Yeah, there's
or do you have big black placards on the side
no,
here?
There's no. Our coach is loud enough to get attention of his players. You see Harry coming off after kicking that goal. And there's not much need for a runner in our Hutchins team, but we've got our normal teacher in charge, Mike Conacher's missing in action today. He's off sunning on in Sydney for a professional development course, so we're down a runner. So I reckon we might hear a little bit more of our coach Cameron Blight through the day, but no AFL type runner rules this year in SATIS.
So you've gone from 4 teams to 6 this year.
Brady, you can.
Yeah, absolutely, a bit of an expansion.
Wonderful.
You know, we were keen to get back involved up at Marist, to in particular with no statewide footy on the northwest anymore, with Burnie and Devonport pulling out of that competition. It still gives some young boys an opportunity to play against some of their southern counterparts. So hopefully we can build on this in years to come and make a real pathway for some of our kids. Plenty of talent up on the northwest. It's just harnessing that. Speaking of which, we've got Johnny McIver,
nice
state under 16, hopeful in the next couple of weeks.
Used it well just then out of the back line.
Tyson Cobbing on the far wing, goes down the line. Looking for Josh Wolf, who's been busy early. Might have got a free kick there for one over the shoulder, but still battles away.
Maybe just got into his back just then, I feel. The umpire's seen it the same way he has. This is Sam Banks-Smith, nice hands off. Dubby Cooper.
Good contest there, good fist from Lockie Cahill from Marist.
It's a classy pick up by Jack Parsons just there, and good delivery. Lewis, a bit of a shove in the back just then, that was there.
Absolutely. Jai Hope, the ball in the back pocket. Another Wynyard boy, plays his footy for the Cats up on the coast. Goes down the line.
Nice kick on him as well. Look at that. It's a nice way to start the day. Oscar Bramich was playing seconds last week, impressed in his seconds game. We've lost a bit of vision just here, but we're back, and Lewis Drury taking a nice mark. This will be 3 or 4 marks for Louis Drury so far, I believe, Brady.
Yeah, he's looked good early, that's for sure.
Not entirely convinced of the white top under. That's all right.
He was only going to do the kick around the corner then, and then I think he realised he's probably a little bit too far out for that one. Oh, nice.
Nice off the boot. One behind to the near side.
A little bit inaccurate so far, the Hutchins team. But the opportunities there, I think we do need to get a ball down there at some stage.
Yeah, we didn't work that out. No, I said to him, yeah, let's play 4-6-4. And then, because I said, we're going
So the 6th side that's come in this year, who have we got there, gentlemen?
Guildford Young College,
Of course.
who have potentially an amazing list of players. They've got a team smattered with lots of guys in AFL academies and in the Devil side. Just struggle at times to get a full team on the park when they need to get a full team on the park. So that's been one of their struggles and something they've worked through throughout the year and are capable of being a very, very, very good side. Well coached by Blair Brownless down there. The Cameron Blight yelling advice from the corner just there. A nice tap there by Tull Savage. But definitely a stronger competition through having Marist and Guildford Young in the comp. It's been really good for it. And there's Cooper. And that one goes through the middle.
Third goal for Hutchins. Plenty of opportunities early for the boys.
Tell Jack to come on.
Now, a lot of these boys back up from club footy. So the boys on the northwest coast, they're obviously playing club footy up there, I take it.
Yeah, we've got plenty of boys from the Burnie Dockers playing under 18 and under 16 footy for Burnie and Wynyard in particular. Couple of Penguin boys out there as well, so that competition's still going quite well, and at a senior level it's really even this year actually up on the coast, which is good for footy, and probably the standard of that comp's increased a little bit given the withdrawal of the statewide team. So.
Yeah, the great thing I love about the high school footy is, or the school footy is that they're always playing for the jumper.
Absolutely.
And you can really feel the passion when you come along. And let's hopefully the boys from the northwest coast can, just keep at it today. I think that's their main task.
That's right. Young Jamison Gale there, wearing the 28, Year 10 boy. First game in the SATIS comp today, so good to see representation from him. Nice mark there, Regan Rowbottom. He's been busy early.
Very busy, very solid down back. He's got a fair bit of the ball nice and early.
Regs, bit of a floater inboard. It's Alex King there, a bit of a soccer player, Alex. Having a bit of a game today, so good to see him out there. Josh Lamprey laying a tackle. Still pretty scrappy. Boys laying a few tackles in there. Some nice hands there from the Hutchins boys. Look like they might clear it here through the middle.
That's Will Hodgman just there. Not a nice option through the middle. This kid here, Mac Evans, if he gets a chance to get this ball back here and go through the middle, it's a nice tackle.
In the back.
Ooh.
Maybe got away with just one then, Brady. Don't know.
Yeah.
Like to criticise any umpiring out there, especially when it goes our way.
Looks like we've got a 50.
A 50.
What would that be for? Gee, it's cold or something like that.
I reckon it was. It would have been can't imagine there was too much to it, but a 50-metre penalty.
I'll tell you what, that goal umpire down there, he's struggling. Young James.
He's getting a bit of action down there, James. He's going well.
Hutchins pop through their fourth. A bit of a breakaway lead here, 27-0. Hopefully the Marist boys can get a couple of centre clearances. I think that's been the key. They haven't been able to get the ball out of the middle here.
Blighty's just dragging the goal kicker Cooper. Taking him off. We were joking that we were calling Copper today just to really annoy him when he watched the live stream back off. There he comes. He won't be too happy about coming off just there after kicking that nice goal. Replaced by Jack Tilley, who's going to run straight into the middle.
How are you, Greg?
We're actually joined by the Hutchins HPE faculty today. I'm part of that. I'm just wondering why they're all up here watching. I don't know who was taking our kids today at school. Anthony Pryor and Greg Rowlings, a couple of teachers from the Hutchins School, and James Dalton, who is the ex-director of sport at St Virgil's. Come along to watch. His son James plays for Hutchins. I'm sure you're asking how that happens, Brady.
We've actually got our head of PE, HPE along here, walking along towards us now, Stephen Eddington. They've had a bit of a Campbelltown meeting today for some heads of PE around the state, so good to have them watching the boys, giving a bit of support.
Very convenient timing. That's a nice centre clearance there by Bramich.
Bit of a floater forward again.
There's been a few of those today. Parsons has played really well early in his first game. Maybe into his back just there. Disguised it well, though, number 22, Lachlan Cahill. Hutchins have put a fair bit of work into how they set up around these contests, Brady.
Yep, pretty well organised unit, it looks so far.
A couple out the back, but a nice tap just there, a good tackle.
It is Tyson Cobbing fighting away there.
Harry Black's been in amongst it early, got a few early possessions. I think an early goal, the first one for the team.
Good start, mate. Good start.
It's a nice tap by Toll to advantage. Jack Tilley knows how to kick a goal. Didn't look for one just then, though.
Pretty unselfish, sending the ball. And another one snuck out the back.
That is a lovely kick. This looks like, judging by the hair, this could be Max Britton. So Max in for his first game today. Brady, it's been a nice way to start.
Pops one through.
And he does. So just 20-minute quarters for these afternoon games, 25-minute quarters in the Saturday games. I don't think there's any breeze out there at the moment, is there, Brady?
I don't think so, mate. We're pretty still and pretty fresh still.
Umpire, have a look at that umpire. Did not move his feet just then, Brady. That's how you kick a goal, straight over the umpire's head. He said the Mood Food logo coming up. Mood Food are one of the sponsors of Hutchins this year, or Bennett's Petroleum.
Go, Toll!
Back in the middle, Josh Wolf goes up for Marist. Another tap down though from the Hutchins boys with a breakaway.
Have a look at this left here.
Boom. That's a good call, Jace. Roosting kick.
Have I got it right? I haven't got it right.
Still looked nice.
It did look nice. Hasn't let me down too often, that Mac Evans with his left foot. It's a beautiful left foot. Very silky. With the chainsaws going in the background, Brady. It's all happening here, Campbelltown Oval.
Absolutely. A new redeveloped change rooms not too far away by the look, which will be great for the region, I'm sure.
Well, this is where the Tassie AFL ground's going to surely be put.
Save a few arguments, won't it?
Absolutely.
Nice mark by Harry Black. Had some options there. Turned his back to the play a little bit there. Nice bit of movement in the forward line by Hutchins, though. Is there an option there? Lewis Drury potentially goes shorter than that.
Nice hands.
Oh, Max Britton, is he going to go for 2 in a minute and he misses? No, he doesn't. Yes, he does.
Oh.
What would you have done just then, Brady?
Had a bit of time, didn't he? Probably could have gone back 20 metres out and swatted through. Even still, he'd be disappointed to miss that one, I think.
I feel in the first game that he's played for the first, there's probably a little bit of an adrenaline rush out there happening at the moment. I think the best option was to go back and slot it, but...
Absolutely. Josh Lamprey on the far wing. Gets his kick.
Collected that beautifully.
He did.
Who's this number 28 over there?
It's young Jamo Gale on his debut for our SATIS team.
It's a nice tackle by Jamo Gale.
He has a crack, the young man.
Tane Suki now. Let's see how this left goes this time. Oh, he's played it on.
Cool play on.
Pushed him onto his right as well.
Absolutely. He does have a right foot. It's sometimes rare with a left footer.
No. Did like to see that. That's a nice kick as well.
Absolutely inboard. Good contest. Tommy Poke there from Marist. Good tackle there. Alex King, the boys.
It's good for the Marist boys. We just want to see them compete at every contest
Absolutely.
possible.
Yeah, that's a message from Coach Zave today. Compete and have a crack.
40 seconds left on the clock here.
Snap around the corner. Could have been a push. However, his own man, I think, has touched it through there.
Probably wish he had that moment again, I reckon, Lewis Drury on the goal line. Slipped through those white long sleeve top that he's wearing.
Lovely kick there from McIver to the far wing.
Just taken out over there by Tane Suki. You've seen a fair bit of it early. 18 seconds remaining.
Marist building for skipper Big Logan Williams there to get involved in the game. Pretty good around the stoppages, Logs.
A few extra seconds overtime just here. I wonder who's going to...
Look at this truck. Chuck's coming on the field. Oh, yeah.
Just around the corner. Well smothered there from Jai Hope.
Zach Fair, that would be a good way to end the quarter. I just heard our coach say there's a chook on the field. You don't see that every day. You might see it every day. Here it is. What a fantastic sight here at Campbell, John. That's outstanding.
I wonder how our timekeepers are going out there, Jace. I reckon that siren must be pretty close.
I reckon we're not far away. I might do a bit of a run from the van just here, Brady, to make
No
sure
worries,
that
mate.
button's being pressed. Through the hands just there. Looks fairly high just
a high
there.
tackle, I think. He's pretty unlucky there.
Need to make sure this message has got out there that these are meant to be 20-minute quarters.
You can hear coaches yelling time, and I think there we go.
Glad that didn't go through there at the end just then, Jai. Time should have been called a little bit earlier than that.
But quarter time here at Campbelltown with Hutchins, all the play. It's fair to say 5 goals 6, 36.
You asked about our runner there, Brady. There he is out there in the green. It's the first time I've seen him on the field today. Hasn't done a lot early, has he? Here he is. He's a bit of running here.
He's rugged up.
This is Bolts.
Did he buy that top?
No, this isn't obviously recorded, is it? No,
I think we're still alive.
No, he's doing a great job, Bolts. He's normally the match manager, but he stepped up. That's what a good match manager does. Okay, nice work. We'll have a bit of a rest for quarter time.
Back shortly.
And then just take it. We're getting it at 50, just going straight away. It's 7
And then the secondary pass through to Lewis was a nice little chip as well from Jack Tilley. Jack Tilley, a very, very good footballer. He's one to keep an eye on. I've put his name forward a few times for a little bit of representative work, Jack Tilley. He's a good player.
There's a few players that got the X factor out there, Jace. I've obviously been filming them a few times this year, and yep, a few X factors out there.
There is probably for both teams. Marist are down a few players, and Hutchins are down a few also. But I mean, it's a fantastic competition. There's a nice. I think they're both fairly fresh off a bus trip down or a bus trip up, so maybe not quite into the swing of things. If you can see a couple of empty chairs over there on the other side of the ground there, Brady. We've got 4 people watching this game and a few hundred on live streaming. Hopefully, that was a nice goal just then.
Barry!
Quite yelling advice from the corner just there. A nice tap there by Tull Savage. But definitely a stronger competition through having Marist and Guildford Young in the comp. It's been really good for it. And there's Cooper. And that one goes through the middle.
Third goal for Hutchins. Plenty of opportunities early for the boys. Yeah.
Right to criticise any umpiring out there, especially when it goes our way.
Looks like we've got a 50.
A 50.
What would that be for? Gee, it's cold or something like that.
I reckon it was. It would have been can't imagine there was too much to it. But a 50-metre penalty.
I'll tell you what, that goal umpire down there, he's struggling. Young James.
He's getting a bit of action down there, James. He's going well.
Hutchins popped through their fourth. A bit of a breakaway lead here, 27.
Good start, mate. Good start.
It's a nice tap by Toll to advantage. Jack Tilley knows how to kick a goal. Didn't look for one just then, though.
Pretty unselfish, sending the ball. And another one snuck out the back.
That is a lovely kick. This looks like, judging by the hair, this could be Max Britton. So Max in for his first game today. Brady, it's been a nice way to start.
Pops one through.
And he does. So just 20-minute quarters for these. Might see it every day. Here it is. What a fantastic sight here at Campbell, John. That's outstanding.
I wonder how our timekeepers are going out there.
But we do want to, so when there is space on that side of the ground, know that our back run. Go, let's look to switch it to them as well. Okay, so plenty of run and no carry on through. Lots of space there, and then on so Darby just come out for you. That's the sort of structure I want, so a couple deep, okay. Zach there and a couple of high halves. Start point, yeah, Jack Marshall, Larry had his back to the play, all the forwards, so by the time he turned around, he had no option.
Well, welcome back.
Absolutely, ready to go. Very cool out there. I can attest to. We've got the heater going in the van now, so
That's the way.
you want nice and warm, Jace.
It was a little bit cold out there, Brady. I don't think I'll be making it back out there again.
All right, let's see if the Marist boys can get the ball out of the middle here and get a few forward entries. Up again, King. He's competed well in the ruck for Marist. It was great, good tackle there. Big Logan Williams.
Double teamed him just there. Nice bit of work. Stood himself up well in the tackle. I know this is about the football today, Brady, but the best thing I saw today was you chasing that chicken off the oval.
It's gone now, mate. We've got it over. I think it might be going down the main street of Campbelltown now, heading into Zeps for a quick bite.
No, you did beautifully. You don't expect that from all directors of sport, but well trained up there at Marist. JT with a nice kick. Tilly, I think
Paul's going to bring this one back. Yeah, a Marist kick, I think. Young Jamison Gale. Been in thick of it early. Young Jamo doing well.
What grade's Jamo in?
Jamo's in grade 10. He's actually a boundary umpire as well. Oh, not his best kick there, inboard.
This man is everywhere though, JT. That wasn't Jamo's fault. He just finds a good place, JT.
So, boys, some of the players have gone back over to their actual school. I can see Ned Spiden is now back playing for Hutchins.
That makes more sense. He'll be back in that number 20, is he?
I've got to say, the couple of times that the ball went near Ned in that first quarter, he didn't really go there.
He's normally relatively hard at the ball. That's a nice kick by Zach Fair, looking for Lewis Drury.
In the long sleeve.
Here's Mac. He's forced back onto his right. They're reading that well.
Playing in front.
Parsons one out. Gunston off the ground. Or Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis, he has been trying out for our first soccer team on that effort just then. He's not getting a game, is he?
No, I don't think so. Mr. Wayne Gale there in goals. Teacher from Marist Regional College. Loves his goal umpiring, Mr. Wayne.
So is that Wayne's son out there playing?
It sure is.
Yes, fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, that's that left I was talking about. Finally got a chance to put it on there. Zach Fair.
Looks pretty good. Nice
Lewis.
hands. Lewis Drury again. Read the ball a little bit better than his Marist opponent there.
Must be a couple for Lewis earlier, I believe.
Yeah, at least a couple. Plenty of chances.
Maybe should have been 3. Drop one on the goal line. That's a nice goal, that one. Just have a spare ball over there now, so we can move things on a little bit quicker.
So Lewis, of course, is a very talented cricketer, Jason.
Yeah,
like a couple of the boys out there, young Fair as well.
There's a couple of boys played university first grade this year. Jack Gunston, another one of the boys. But yeah, we mentioned Lewis Drury before in his Australian representative cricket that he has played. But it's nice to see. I think for boys at this age, it's really good to get some variation in their sport and for them not to be locked down too early into a sport.
Couldn't agree more, Jace.
So we try and encourage that, and I know you do up at Marist as well to get all the kids to try something a little bit different. Oscar Bramich just there with a nice clearance.
Nice pick up as well on the far wing.
Reading the play well.
Just couldn't quite hold on to that one, Matty Brooks. Sounds like out here, high contact.
There was a little bit in it, just a touch, but he did grab him over the shoulder. It was definitely there.
Looks like Sam, is it? Sam playing for Marist, or who we got there? Yeah, it is Sam. Sam Henning.
Goes wide. Madison Singleton. Good cross-country runner, Madison.
This man, I told you, he was everywhere, Brady Yates.
He has been.
JT.
He's been superb so far.
Now you're going to see this left here again.
There we go. We love it.
Silky.
Plenty of space here.
Jack Gunston, what's he got in front of him? Actually manning up really well in the back line, Marist. They've been under a little bit of pressure back there, but they're working it out really well.
So good tackle, Johnny McIver. And again, Lockie
that's
Cahill.
A lovely tackle. Who was that?
Lockie Cahill, great tackle, young man.
How's he going to use it? Where's he going here?
By hand, I believe. The replay there, the mood food replay. Lovely tackle.
There's a thumping kick just there. Mac Evans underneath it and holds on. Another chance to see that left foot. Bank Smith in the middle there, calling for it.
A nice lead, Drury. Spilt the mark, though.
Cold fingers out there, I reckon.
Nobody with the glove on today?
No, have you ever worn a glove playing football, Brady?
No, I don't think so.
Just one. I must admit I have worn a glove playing football. It's an embarrassing time to bring that up. But they were a big thing in the 90s. Martin Duffy. Brady's too young to remember that. Stiles looks the extra option out wide.
Chain of handballs here, Hutchins boys. Lovely kick inboard.
Here's Tilly again. Looks out wide.
Having a good season for the school, Tilly.
Nice hand.
He's a very good player. I really like what I'm seeing from Jack Parsons out there.
He's been good. Good option there. Unselfish, looking for his teammates.
Do you have a best and fairest award for the best player in the season?
There's a few awards. We have an awards night for the first side. There's best and fairest and runner-up best and fairest, and a few other awards in amongst it as well. So, it'll be interesting to see who's leading that. Thomas Reeves, who's not playing today, would probably be in front at the moment. We're missing a couple of Devils players. Ollie Burrows Cheng would definitely be high up there. Won it last year, tied with Thomas Reeves. But yeah,
I think Tilly's, every time I've seen Tilly play, has really impressed me.
Well, you've watched every one of our games this year, haven't you, Mark?
Just about. No, I missed last Saturday, but he was very impressive up in Launceston in your first game.
He's a very good set of hands. He normally plays up forward, but with a few players out of the middle, there's been forced to play in the middle a little bit. I really like Mac Evans. You may have noticed I've mentioned his left foot 900 times today. I just think he's silky, Mac Evans.
Well, teachers always have their little pets, don't they, Jason?
Sounds like we found Jason's.
That's definitely not the case. I haven't taught Mac before, but I enjoy watching quality skills. There's Tilly again, your man Martin Duffy off to Tane Suki. Also had a really good season. Tane plays for Dodgers Ferry down in southern Tasmania.
Just got a really good build for footy, Tilly. Very strong in the core, good skills, good overhead. He's my star player out there.
Couldn't agree. He's your teacher's pet, I think, man. Here's Lewis Story.
He's looked very good early, Jace. Lewis coming out of the goal square. Does he usually play that deep forward role?
Do I?
Does he?
Does he?
Does Lewis usually play that role?
I used to. I didn't like to run too much. I used to know that Lewis Story does play that deep forward role. He's been starting full forward for every game this year. Didn't play last year, so his cricket commitments stopped him from playing, but he's back in this year.
Some pretty good kick once again. Lovely work, Mr. Gale.
Mr. Gale is a very good umpire.
Absolutely. Goes in the family with Jamison, as we said out there earlier. He's also a boundary umpire. And his daughter Bailey does a bit of boundary umpiring as well. So
it's an impressive.
It's a family
dynasty.
affair.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, Henning said.
Lovely finish on the Mood Food replay there.
Great thing about the school footy is, again, Jason, is that players like Lewis, well, I mean, let's face it, he's going to go on and play cricket. And his days of playing footy are probably numbered. This could be possibly his last season of playing Aussie rules. Is he a grade 12?
Yeah, he's a grade 12. You'd hope it wasn't his last season because he's obviously got something if you ever look at him playing. He definitely enjoys playing his football. It's just hard at some stage the boys do need to make a bit of a choice, and we try and, as a school, push that choice off for as long as we possibly can, but state commitments and potentially Australian commitments and that sometimes force people to make a bit of a choice at some stage. So I reckon you're probably all right with Lewis. This could be his last season. See how things go.
Umpires picked out a free kick to the Marist boys.
Let's have a look at that one. Harrison.
A bit of a shovel maybe from the umpire's angle. Rowbottom on the half-back flank.
It's a lovely kick to space. Beautiful kick.
Young Bailey Seaman, year 9 boy.
This is a very nice passage. He's played that on though.
I think he's gone.
That was unfortunate there, Brady. That was a really nice passage of play just then. Hutchins looked through the middle. Joe Harrison moves it, goes wider again. Here's Jack Parsons.
Well done, Lockie Cahill. Good battle, that one, between those two.
It has been. I think there's a bit of a shove just there. Got away with one, I think, Bramage.
Absolutely.
Toll is a big man, doesn't like to bend over and pick up the ball sometimes. Don't know about that handball just then from Joey Harrison to a bit of space.
Made a great recovery, Joey. As you might know, Jason, he received quite a nasty knock on Sunday down at Queenborough and had to go to hospital, but he's obviously he's fine now and he's up and about.
He's a gutsy young player, as we sort of mentioned a couple of times, a grade 10 boy.
Marist getting a deep forward entry here. Madison Singleton down there. Lays a tackle.
Ooh.
Pretty good one.
He ducked into that one, Tane
He
Suki.
did.
No free kick there, but he picks it up.
Good umpiring.
And there's Banks Smith. This is a nice bit of play
Josh
over
Lamprey.
the shoulder.
Party trick.
The Harlem Globetrotter stuff there, Brady.
Contest. Ooh, maybe a little hold of the jumper. His own man's got him high there.
Holds it in. No free kick given. Let the game play. Nice tackle by Zach Fair. Maybe got into the back.
I think so. Row bottom again. Been very good early for the Marist boys.
Kicks into a dangerous space just then. There's Hodgman mopping up back there.
Done that well today. Hutchins boys across half back.
Dubby Cooper, so what we don't want to see is Dubby Cooper getting injured today, Brad. He's got a national sailing championship starting on Friday. So we're a little bit nervous about him being out there at the moment. I'm pretty happy for him to come off at the moment.
Where's he headed to for that, Jace?
They're down on the beautiful Derwent River, Brady.
Ah,
Yes.
good spot.
So a few boys as part of that. Dubby an integral part. There's that left again.
Just over the head. The Hutchins forward runs into his own man. Nice handle, a bit of space here. Oh, Josh Lamprey, well done. Went hard. Good tackle again.
That's a beautiful tackle. That's holding the ball.
So they get rewarded. Well done, Josh.
This is a good passage here for Marist.
They are. A bit of pressure around the ball, which is good to see. Just pin the arm there. Well done, Josh.
Actually, grab. Grab Toll.
It's a lovely little tap just there to advantage by Marist. Got to be careful to get rid of it here, Cooper.
Can't quite pick it up. Gale providing a tackle. Oh, well done.
Snuck out of there.
Good strength.
He's a strong man, Cooper. Looks across the field. Fair.
Oh, nice hands. Well read. Looks a good size as well.
Yeah, for a grade 10 boy, he's definitely got some size about him. He takes a really nice grab. Captain Blight yelling out, Coach Blight yelling out goals. You wouldn't want to argue with Coach Cameron Blight. Cop an earful, it's a dangerous thing to do. Brady, tell us a little bit about your coach, Xavier.
Xavier, he's been involved with footy on the coast for a number of years and indeed with Marist, previous head of sport. Marist, so my predecessor there. As we see, I think that's a mark on the goal line for Drury. Will kick is about 5, I reckon that's for him.
He's had a couple, drag him, I think. so a previous director of sport. Does he watch over your work, Brady?
No, he's been a great help to me, Zave. Stepping into it's a sort of a new role. Whilst he had the job, he was managing part teaching and part head of sport. So now we've split those roles, and I've come in as a purely head of sport role.
Fantastic.
Just doing all admin. Organising all the sport around Marist. So
you finding yourself nice and busy at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got plenty of sport in term 3 about to getting organised for those. We've got our SATIS rosters for hockey, soccer and netball. So plenty of teams involved there. Plenty of footy at the moment as well as our SATIS team here. We've got 7-8 footy and 9-10 footy, which a few of these boys play in as well. So one of those Johnny McIver here.
Oh, that is a
tackle.
That is a lovely tackle.
Grade 10 boy Johnny, as I mentioned, stay under 16. Hopeful this year. Nice delivery there.
Nice delivery. He can play a little bit like Fair when we spoke about him, just in a good size for football, especially
absolutely.
as a grade 10.
Yeah, his older brother Harry also plays, unfortunately not here today. He's got under 18 NWFL training tonight for a rep team. So
Tremendous.
Got a few boys playing in that rep side, which has hurt us today. So good opportunity for them though. I believe they're playing the NTFA in a rep game this weekend, a long weekend. Around the corner from Drury again. Tough ball to mark. McIver does well.
Kept in play. This will be a goal to Gunston. Hands off.
Drury again.
Is he everywhere up there?
6 is enough.
He needs to be dragged here, Cameron Blight.
A few from the goal square as well. I reckon 3 or 4 of those.
6 is enough. No, he's adding a 6.
5, isn't it?
Cameron Blight's arguing, saying he's only got 5.
Apparently it's 5.
Martin Duffy, I did say don't argue with the coach.
Right, are you told Bingham, mate?
Yeah, mate, he's on. Set after bounce.
I saw a boy kick 14 in under 12s once. Of course, the coach. The coach wasn't his son, was it? No.
You can call out.
Good
That's a
tackle
lovely
again.
tackle there.
Josh Wolf.
Tilly with hands off. He's macked
Again.
up. Doesn't get
Good
onto his
tackle.
left just then.
Young Jamo did well.
He's got to have awareness, so you have to have a
Nice hands out, Oscar Bramich. Well, he would take that kick again if he wanted, if he had a chance, but still moves the ball forward. Cooper through to Evans. Evans on the left. Lovely mark, Ned Spiden.
Lead! Lead!
I think Cameron Blight wants him to lead and move, if you listen to him just there. He's not,
Drury listens to his coach.
Keep moving forward.
Now, this will be for number 6, I believe, Jace.
we're not too good at counting in here, Brady, but I'm like Martin, I'm scared to argue with coach, but I believe this would be 6. He's missed it though. I think he's pushed it across the face of goal. He may have kicked 5, but there's been probably 3 behinds he's kicked so far, Brady.
Yeah, plenty of opportunities. Still might get a big bag today, I think. McIver, once again, bringing the ball in, the far wing. Just his look-alike there, Josh Wolf.
Absolutely read the play well. You've got a few players loose just here.
Well done there by the Hutchins boy. Bailey Seaman, Year 9 boy from Marist. Played footy last night, actually. He's backing up for his 2nd game of the week.
They love their footy boys at this age, don't they?
I remember those days.
Crossed beautifully into the centre just then.
Go again, mate. Go again.
What's your footy history, Jason?
Fairly poor, Martin.
It's a good tackle from Josh Lamprey.
I'm a very, very good watcher and an avid St Kilda supporter. I played a little bit through school, a little bit after school, but believe it or not, looking at me now, Martin, I was actually a really skinny 17-year-old. You're laughing now, thinking that's not true, but it was very true. I played out of the box and kicked a few goals, but nothing too special. Brady, tell us about your career. I think maybe a little bit more decorated than mine.
I'm not sure how that was. Big Logan drops the mark. He would have liked to take. Good tackle, though. Yeah, Jace, played a bit of footy over the years. Having a year off this year, though. Playing a bit of soccer, actually, mate. So
bit of soccer,
something
fantastic.
different. 10 years I've played footy, so gone back to soccer for a year. Just a bit of fun. Good way to stay fit. I'm more a cricket man myself.
Your cricket career, how far did that go?
Yeah, it's still
going.
Not far enough. No, I just played with the Burnie Hurricanes up on the coast for the last whole career almost.
Brilliant.
Got 12 years of first grade now, so had a little dabble with the Great Northern Raiders last season. New entry in the Cricket Tas Premier League last year. So I played a couple of games to the Raiders, not as many as I would have liked, but yeah, good opportunity, and like we said earlier, a few Premier Cricket boys out there for the Hutchins team today.
Fantastic, bro. I didn't know that about you before we started commentating, so I'm glad that I've learnt something from today. There's Cooper just here.
And be more direct. That's a nothing kick out there.
Yep.
Cahill battled well today. Been run down there. Lamprey.
Parsons again. He was very good early, Parsons.
He was. Quick handball over the top.
Jackie Gunston.
Oh, hits the post.
Lewis Drury wanted number 6 just there. The arms went up in the air. I think he believed that he had an opportunity to kick a goal just then, Louis.
He's a typical full forward, isn't he? See here on the replay.
Dalton covering well. Just then, a few Marist boys leading to space.
Contest, a near wing here.
Good, win the ball.
Wolf in amongst it again.
Come on, Hutchins.
Tommy's getting a haircut tonight, Josh, so I think it's well overdue.
Well done, Banger.
There's a nice hands by Sam Banks-Smith. There's your man, Martin.
Oh, look, kicks on either side of his body. They're the sort of players that I like, Jace. Got to be able to kick left and right foot.
There's a little bit of talent just there, I think. So this is for number 6, Lewis.
Yep, this will be his last kick of the match.
10 seconds to go here in the half. Looks like he has pushed it. Yes, pushed it across the face into the post.
2 in a row. You don't see that too often, 2 in a row. I'll tell you what you don't see often, Brady. The other day I was commentating the junior, or not the junior, the Southern SATIS Cross Country Carnival. There were 4 Sophies in a row. Came 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Wow. Sophie. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to... There we go, that's half time, I believe, yep. Pretty dominant half there, Jace, from the Hutchins boys.
A little bit wasteful, I'd say, Brady. There are plenty of opportunities there.
Absolutely. 10-10, I believe. Yeah. Kicked. With a couple out in the full as well.
Marist holding up really strongly in the back line. A couple of really strong players down there, but seeing a little bit of the ball at the moment. But a good game to watch, especially inside in the warm.
Best spot to be, I think, mate. Coach Zave. I'm sure he'll stay nice and positive with the boys.
We might take a break, gentlemen. I might get myself a coffee and...
Good idea, mate.
Here, I think.
Short break, I think, for half time today.
Okay, boys, there's been some really good catches of footy, but I reckon overall, okay, too quiet. Our intensity at times is a bit down. So let's not take the piss, okay? There's still something we can get out of this game. Okay, yes, okay, we're a stronger side. Okay, yes, we're playing some really good footy at times.
In the back line, Marist, they've been under a little bit of pressure back there, but they're working it out really well.
Absolutely good tackle, Johnny McIver, and again, Lockie
That's
Cahill.
a lovely tackle. Who was that?
Lockie Cahill. Great.
There's a few awards. We have an awards night for the first side. There's best and fairest and runner-up best and fairest, and a few other awards in amongst it as well. So, it'll be interesting to see who's leading that. Thomas Reeves, who's not playing today, would probably be in front at the moment. We're missing a couple of Devils players. Ollie Burrows and Story.
He's looked very good early, Jace. Lewis coming out of the goal square. Does he usually play that deep forward role?
Do I?
Does he?
Does he?
Does Lewis usually play that role?
I used to. I didn't like to run too much. I used to know that Lewis Story does play that deep forward role. He's been starting full forward for every game this year. Didn't play last year, so his cricket commitments stopped him from playing, but he's back in this year.
Some pretty good kick once again. Lovely work, Mr. Gale.
Mr. Gale is a very good ump.
Rowbottom on the half-back flank.
It's a lovely kick to space, beautiful kick.
Young Bailey Seaman, year 9 boy.
This is a very nice passage. He's played that on though.
I think he's gone.
That was unfortunate there, Brady. That was a really nice passage of play just then. Again.
Just over the head. The Hutchins forward runs into his own man. Nice handle, a bit of space here. Oh, Josh Lamprey, well done. Went hard. Good tackle again.
That's a beautiful tackle. That's holding the ball.
So they get rewarded. Well done, Josh.
That's a good pass.
Zave, yeah, he's been involved with footy on the coast for a number of years and indeed with Marist, previous head of sport. Marist, so my predecessor there. As we see, I think that's a mark on the goal line for Drury. Will kick is about 5, I reckon that's for him.
He's had a couple. Drag him, I think. so a previous
9-10 footy, which a few of these boys playing as well. So one of those Johnny McIver here.
Oh, that is
tackle.
That is a lovely tackle.
The NTFA in a rep game this weekend, a long weekend. Around the corner from Drury again. Tough ball to mark. McIver does well.
Kept in play. This will be a goal to Gunston. Hands off.
Drury again.
Is he everywhere up there?
6 is enough.
He needs to be dragged here, Cameron Blight.
Yep, this will be his last kick of the match.
About 10 seconds to go here in the half. Looks like he has pushed it. Yes, pushed it across the face into the post.
2 in a row. You don't see that too often, 2 in a row. I'll tell you what you don't see often, Brady.
point or go out and drop
Welcome back, Brady.
Back in second half. Let's see how we go. Try and get a Marist goal here, Jace. That's what I'm after.
I'm going for you guys from now on. Brady, what are your thoughts on Hutchins coming 10 minutes late after your players have been standing in the rain for 10 minutes?
I think Coach Blight might just want an extra bit of a chat to the boys.
It does seem harsh though.
Good contest down there. Big Logan's been thrown down back. Good tackle there.
Holds him up. This is William Hodgman in the ruck for Hutchins, the full back. Decent leap on him. There's Gunston.
Well.
Nice tackle though.
Good hands. Tyson Cobbing loves that left foot. Young Tice. Nice mark there. Is that Bank Smith?
That is Bank Smith. He's got a
blonde hair.
Looks for the option and Lewis Drury. Said his name a few times. 5'5" we worked out.
Easy. Be looking to straighten that up a little bit this half, I would have thought.
Starting from
tougher shot this one though.
Starting from now, I'm predicting that's going to miss to the left-hand side and hit the post. Is that 3 in a row?
It is, yes. Another poster.
It's almost equivalent to the 4 safeties in a row that we talked about before. 3 posters in a row.
Great position there from goal umpire Gale. Josh Wolf to bring the ball back in. It goes the far side with a high ball. Oh, nice hands.
It's a lovely fly. There's your man, Martin.
Yeah.
There's Tilly.
He's got
a 50.
Oh,
having a good game.
Through the
What's
mark.
happened here? Oh, no. Bad error there.
Want to run through the mark there. We'll have a look on the replay shortly.
We'll mark this one down, I reckon, for JT. Didn't see what that was for.
Yeah, must have come through the mark, I think, Jace.
I think you're right there. Ball straight through the middle there. I think we missed a shot at goal, but not a lot to see just there. A bit of gamesmanship in the middle there. There's a picture of the Duff TV van. Just James Dalton trying to get a little bit of heat. Standing in the doorway here. Well, Hodgman chirping a little bit in the middle. That does not surprise me at all. I think it's big number 41.
Must have been a temptation to play young James as well today. The two Hodgmans out there together. Not sure if that's ever happened in a game of footy.
I've seen funny things. I've seen 3 goalposts hit in a row just then, so it wouldn't surprise me to see 2 Hodgmans at some stage. Oh, it's a lovely delivery just there. Drop mark by Cooper. Plays on quickly, looks to the centre and sees Hodgman, who's drifted forward there.
Just followed up well there from the centre bounce.
As a full back, you'd like the opportunity to run forward and snag one, wouldn't you, Brady?
Oh, every defender loves a goal, I think, Jace. Straight back and having a shot here, I've noticed.
Yeah, there's zero chance of that being passed off.
You just spray this to the right, like a true full back. Oh,
his teammates like
I
it.
wasn't far off, though.
But you weren't right, Martin Duffy. Straight through the middle there from William Hodgman.
Good finish.
Talking about the crowd here earlier on that's made the trip down, Jace. What's your opinion on the size of the crowd? You had a good look at half-time.
We did note that James Dalton had no official role here, so he's the only spectator, and the chicken has been scared away, so there is just James Dalton here at the moment. A crowd of 1, but we had, looking on before, we had 77 watching before on the live stream. We know that number seems to creep up. We reached over 1,000 people on the live stream last time, so a great initiative.
Kids are off school now, so I'm sure a few Marist and Hutchins students will be tuning in.
I think maybe a bigger chance of a few of them tuning in during school time, Brady. Tainsuki on the left.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, Drury again. There's his 6th. There it is.
Been waiting for that one for a while.
6-6. He evens his ledger.
I'm very impressed by the work of this goalkeeper. I'm a little upset that young James Fielding, our goal umpire, is up the other end again, so he hasn't seen a lot of action yet. There's Jack Gunston ready to run back in, and our sole spectator, James Dalton, there, trying to get a little bit of heat off the back of the van here, Brady.
Marist got the last centre clearance. Let's see if they can get another, and hopefully force their way inside 50. Hutchins half back line have been pretty good at rebounding all day.
Who's this in the ruck just here?
Got Jai Hope going up in the ruck. Good contest.
Oh, that looks like Harry Black.
I think it is. Jack and Harry came over. Bit of a scrubby kick forward.
Nice hands out by Mac Evans. Tol Savage is taking a little bit of not a rest in the back line, but an opportunity to learn a new piece of play and a new position. Here's Tilly.
Oh,
doesn't get around. That is a lovely tackle. That was
very unlucky.
I think we missed
there.
We missed one just there. First one they've missed today, but that was definitely a missed opportunity there. Hodgman moves away.
Good pressure here from the Marist boys. Throw in on the far wing.
Let's
have a look at that one again. The mood food replay.
That's a lovely tackle, that one.
Textbook.
There's Bolts making some calls out there as runners. The Skins are getting a bit of a workout today.
Rowbottom at the bottom of the pack. Did well.
Hands out from Hodgman. Binga Harrison misses that one.
Well done. Jai Hope following up in the ruck. Another throw in, Jace.
There's a sheep in the
Sheep
background.
out the back. We've got another spectator rolling in.
We're up to 2. This is fantastic.
And don't you love those long sprinklers? Now, boys, there's a bit of truth here. That sprinkler in the background, that's the longest one in Tasmanian farming. Do you know how many sections, Jace? I know you count them as you go down the Midlands.
7.
14.
It's close. That's a lot of sections of sprinkler there, Martin. It's a nice tap by Hodgman.
It's a good way to pass the time as you're driving down the Midlands.
Maybe watching the road's not a bad option either, Martin. It's 2 hands up to that one, Hodgman, and a possession out of the middle. Oh, straight off the chest there, Oscar Bramich. And a lovely tackle just there.
Big Logan Williams.
Oscar Bramich won't be happy with that. Brady, he's a member of the successful Hutchins first 8 for this year. He was in the Head of the River team that won and went across to the Nationals. And a fair bit of work in the gym, so that bounced straight off a
big barrel
large
chest.
pectoral muscle, yes.
Kick inboard. Tyson Cobbing chops that one off. A chance of moving it forward here, the Marist boys. He goes short.
It's a good option.
Bailey Seaman.
And again.
Not a great one off the boot.
He gets it away, though.
He does. Good
Banks
contest.
Smith plays in front.
Singleton.
Good hands out. Banks Smith controlling it back there. Gets the hands out. Moves it on to Gunston. Gunston through the middle. Looks out wide. Dubby Coop has a bit of space out there on the far wing. Can he pick it up? Does pick it up nicely. Don't get injured. Looks back. Handball's back. And who's that?
And Drury coming up at the ball. He's done that well all day.
Has played it on. Looked for an option in the middle. 3-on-1, Zach Fair. It was set a bit of a hard task there. Joe Harrison down the bottom. There's Hodgman sniffing around for another goal. 2 goals for a fullback would be a good day. It's a nice tackle just there. Good work by Oscar Bramich.
Well done by the Marist boys.
What a smart,
Get out of there.
smart kick just then. Who was that?
That's Jai Hope.
Jai Hope.
Had a good quarter so far.
Nice aggressive football going back into the corridor. They've got to clear it out of that backward
Good hands.
defensive 50.
Good bounce here. Oh, did well there. Hutchins player. Short kick,
That's
not 15, I dare say.
4 metres that one went, Brady.
Good tackle. Umpire throw it up.
Turn the lights on here. Have you got the access to the power up there, Jace?
Don't have access to much sitting in this van at the moment here, Martin. That's a lovely tackle.
Good
That's
tackle again.
legal disposal. Just there, a nice tackle. Where's Drury? Doesn't go from this time. Taine Suki.
Oh, off hands? No, umpire's paid that one. Man in front.
Couple of minutes, mate. Probably, what do we... Go on ball, we'll grab.
Quite silky, this boy, and his skills.
He was an exceptional runner back in junior days, Taine Suki. What are we predicting here? Nice. No prediction needed. That was a lovely kick.
Straight over. They go umpires that. Lovely set shot there on the Mood Food replay. I think a few AFL players miss that one these days, Jace.
Too true,
Goal
Brady.
kicking is a big issue. Good to see the young man popping that one through.
Lewis Drury should have a look at the work of these full-back players, Taine Suki and Will Hodgman, and the way that they've put the ball through. Obviously only giving Lewis a hard time. He has kicked 6 goals today. Nice tap out, JT through the middle. Whacks it onto the foot and Oscar Bramich makes sure of that one. Here's Lewis leading out. He's got to do a bit of work here, Lewis. Zach Fair with the pick-up. Hands off to Lewis Drury. Does like them from the goal square, Lewis, doesn't he?
That's 5, I think, from the goal square.
5 from the goal square. That must be 7 for the day and 5 of those from the goal square.
Coach Blight says get him off.
Should have happened a while ago. Nice hands by Zach Fair. A nice pick-up just then. A great goal by Lewis Drury.
I love the history of this old ground here. It's obviously being done up behind us, gentlemen, with new club rooms. What about the scoreboard? Do you think they might look at that at some stage?
I don't think it should ever be changed, Martin. Keep the history here. It's a nice centre clearance by Marist just here.
Good pick-up.
I like this movement just here. Just missed the target just in with the handball. Parsons with the pick-up. Sam Henning just there.
Just good recovery there from the Hutchins boy. Moves it forward.
I reckon it might be getting a bit dewy, a bit wet out there. I think we saw a little bit of rain coming through before. Maybe drag that one in. How do we see that one, umpire? Yes, we do.
Good decision there, I think.
Great decision. Just no option for him when he got it out here. JT again. Looks wide. Sheep, they call him. Here's Dubby. Our sailor for tomorrow. Don't injure him. Oscar Bramage. Oh, and Zach Fair.
Pops another one through.
Nice goal. Lewis Drury obviously unhappy about the fact that didn't get handballed to him in the goal square.
Just a little bit of spectating now by the Marist boys.
Yeah, 4 or 5 loose Hutchins players in the 50. Getting the ball out of the middle of the Marist boys. It's just cross half forward.
It's that next kick, isn't it? Or the next link-up handball is just falling apart. There's potential in there for Marist, but it's just not all quite working there at the same time.
So we've got Josh Lamprey coming into the ruck now in the long sleeve skins. What are your thoughts on that, Jace? The long sleeve there.
Very appropriate, I think.
Today. Smart man.
I spoke about myself wearing gloves, so I can't say anything about anyone else wearing extra clothing. There's Joe Harrison. Looks for draw. He's too far out to score here. He's 14 metres out. Nice bit of defensive work there by Marist. Clears the ball out, but only as far as... Don't injure him.
Oh, nice sidestep.
That's a throw, said every player that was out there except for the umpire, and Tane Suki leading out of the square. Laughing, I think he thought it was a throw as well. Let's have a look at this. That looked a little bit throwish.
He's got away with one there, let's say.
That's 2 straight over the goal umpire's head just then from Tane Suki.
Kicking a bit straighter this quarter, the Hutchins boys. The margin blows out a little bit. What have we got coming up down south? Term 3, Jace, as far as sports, the Hutchins boys.
We have about close to 30 sports throughout the year, Brady, so everything from everything. Squash and badminton and karate and football and everything you can think of we offer down there. Third term, there's a lot of sports continuing on from second term, so football is of course finished by then, but soccer becomes quite large in third term. Sam Banks-Smith with a nice pick-up.
Good tackles, a little opportunity for the Marist boys. Let's get some clean possession here.
Release player out the back there. He's got a few players clear through the middle. Hodgman, nice attack on the ball.
And Jamo Gale battling away there.
He's looked all right today, Jamo Gale. Toll.
He showed a bit, hasn't he?
There's Parsons. I like what he's done today. Nice kick to the open. As you see, Bramage, quite smart there, Bramage. Cooper.
Oh, good chase. Regan Rowbottom, great chase, young man. Pretty happy with it too.
Now we saw Jaron Geary break an ankle like that. We can't injure Cooper. Very close to getting a little bit of a nudge and a broken ankle. Let's get him off. I'm not very comfortable with him on there at the moment. It's a nice tackle just in. Lodged free in the tackle,
Josh
I believe.
Wolf. Oh no, free's gone against him.
Didn't quite see what that one was for. I thought it was a nice tackle. Fair.
Swings around, misses to the near side.
-2 in Campbelltown last night.
Edging towards it now, I believe, man. Not inside this van, though. Nice mark by Hodgman. Knocked out of his hands at the last minute, though, by Marist. Nice clearing kick.
Nice pick up, good handball there.
Lovely
bit of space here for Tyson Cobbing. Breaks forward.
Sam Smith working hard to get back
Bit
here.
of space here. Oh, unlucky bounce there for Madison Singleton.
They were open then.
They were. That was an opportunity. Gone begging. Let's see if they can get the ball forward from here. This is where the trouble's been, though. Those half-backers of Hutchins rebounding the ball.
Against you 19 for the one on the way through. Your kick.
Oh, against you 19, Sam Smith.
Good explanation there from the umpire. I like that.
I like it as well. A couple of players free there in the 50, being manned up quite well. There's one there, though.
Oh, nice hand.
Sam Henning, a lovely mark. Plays it on quickly. Looks out wide. Max Britton keeps the ball in front of him nicely, Max Britton.
Oh, Hutchins boys run into each other.
There wasn't a lot of talk going on between those two just then. Max Britton follows up, though. Nice contested play just there.
Regan Rowbottom fighting hard in there at the bottom of the pack.
Have that one, I think, umpire. Dragged it in, it says the umpire.
Oh, gee.
Not real happy with that decision.
He's reversed it.
That's fine. Move on, players.
What do we got here?
Free kick, Marist. There's just no advantage to doing that, is there?
Absolutely not.
Cameron Blight was going to drag a player then. He said, no, I think he was a bit unlucky, so he's left him out there.
I don't know about that, Cameron Blight.
Clever tap forward there.
There's Parsons. He's moved really well today. Really silky.
Good spoil from McIver. Oh, he could have dropped that
dropping
one.
the ball, I believe. Obviously, he's going to look for Lewis Drury just here. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Took it a bit too easy, Jace, I think, that one.
4 posters. The head in the hands just then, I think, Brady. It's amazing that ball almost span back around and went through, didn't it?
Bit of an in-swinger, that one, Jace. Not quite enough work on it.
Is that what are you a bowler up on the northwest coast, Brady?
No.
No.
Worst term. A few pies come out when I take the bowling crease, mate.
What's your specialty?
More of a batter, mate. More of a batter. A few offies every now and then, but certainly nothing special.
Top of the order?
Top 4 usually, yes, mate. Yep, middle order for me. Wherever the team needs.
The team player. Jack Parsons gets that ball out. Nice hands just there.
It's a bit cleaner around the ball at the moment. Nice mark, however, from Jonty McIver back there. He's been pretty solid all day, Jonty. Nice kick. Inboard.
Let's see how quick they are at calling the 3/4 time just here, Brady. 20 seconds to go. It's a nice movement.
Rowbottom, been one of the better Marist players today. Risky kick.
It's a gutsy effort just there by Bramich.
Did well.
Gets the hands out straight to Mariso. Sharked.
Big Williams. Good shrug there.
Took them on and got the ball away.
As you can hear, that's time.
Let's see what this last quarter. Let's have a little bit of a break now, Brady, and we'll see you back here very shortly.
Straighten that up a little bit this half, I would have thought.
Starting from
Tougher shot, this one, though.
Starting from now, I'm predicting that that's going to miss to the left-hand side and hit the post. Is that 3 in a row?
It is, yes. Another poster.
It's almost
Jace. Straight back and having a shot here, I've noticed.
Yeah, there's 0 chance of that being passed off.
Just spray this to the right, like a true full back. Oh,
his teammates like
I wasn't far off, though.
But you weren't right, mate.
Kids are off school now, so I'm sure a few Marist and Hutchins students will be tuning in.
I think maybe a bigger chance of a few of them tuning in during school time, Brady. Tainsuki on the left.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, Drury again. There's his 6th. There it is.
Been waiting for that one for a while.
6-6. He evens.
It's 2 hands up to that one, Hodgman, and a possession out of the middle. Oh, straight off the chest there, Oscar Bramich. And a lovely
good
tackle just there.
Big Logan Williams.
Oscar Bramich. Where's Drury? Doesn't go from this time. Tane Suki.
Oh, off hands? No. Umpire's paid that one. Man in front.
Couple minutes, mate, probably.
Runner back in junior days, Tane Suki. What are we predicting here? Nice. No prediction needed. That was a lovely kick.
Straight over. They go umpires at.
Suki and Will Hodgman in the way that they've put the ball through. Obviously only giving Lewis a hard time. He has kicked 6 goals today. Nice tap out. JT through the middle. Whacks it onto the foot and Oscar Bramich. Make sure of that one. Here's Lewis leading out. He's got to do a bit of work here, Lewis. Zach Fair with the pick up. Hands off to Lewis Drury. Does like them from the goal square, Lewis, doesn't he?
That's 5, I think, from the goal square.
5 from the goal square. That must be 7 for the day and 5 of those from the goal square. Out here. JT again. Looks wide. Sheep, they call him. Here's Dubby. Our sailor for tomorrow. Don't injure him. Oscar Bramich. Oh, and Zach Fair.
Pops another one through.
Nice goal. Lewis Drury obviously unhappy about the fact that didn't get handballed to him in the goal square.
Just a little bit of spectating now by the Marist boys.
Isn't he?
Here's Parsons. I like what he's done today. Nice kick to the open. As you see, Bramich, quite smart there, Bramich. Cooper.
Oh, good chase. Regan Rowbottom, great chase, young man. Pretty happy with it too.
Now we saw Jaron Geary, a couple of players free there in the 50 being manned up quite well. There's one there though.
Oh, nice hand.
Sam Henning, a lovely mark. Plays it on quickly, it looks out wide. Player. Parsons gets that ball out. Nice hands just there.
It's a bit cleaner around the ball at the moment. Nice mark, however, from Johnsy McIver.
And punch the ball hard and kick it with purpose. Because too many times we'll just poke at it and it hasn't looked good. Right, so let's really be kicking the ball with purpose. Okay.
Can I just say quickly, there's no need to rush it as well. We've got that much space in the ground. We're grabbing it and playing it straight away. Just take your time. We've got 7 seconds.
So what I really want to see in this quarter, okay, is hard running. What I really want to see is cut them up with how well we use the footy. Okay, so really hit your targets. So we start to see some coast to coast, leaving the space, hitting targets. When you've got it, wheel and go, play on quickly if you can. All right, but be measured and be composed with your attention. Okay, we've got 7 moments into the half game. Oh, hey, he's still kicking from down there. All right, so Sammy Henning, Sheepy, Toll, Lewis and Sam Smith in that same role there. Dobbs and Bria on the wings. Tane throwing the ruck. All right. Harry Black, Ned Spiden and Joey Harrison. All right, so big effort there from the midfield. Up forward, so JT, Gunny and Matt, a couple of high half forwards. Okay, Zach Fair, full forward. All right, wants to really lead, plenty of leads. He's a smart leader. Okay, look and put it out in front of him, and he's good with the hands as well as you, Jack Plus. So you want to really good early on with your leading. All right, so get your hands on them as well. So you've got a couple of good options up there forward. All right, and these 3 blokes a bit higher. Go hit up, come back front and centre, but be really busy in there as a group. All right. So boys, 20 minutes. Let's make sure that we really finish this off. Lots of precision kicking. Okay, and really make sure we're getting something out of it. All right, it's going to work.
Dane, I want to see you getting up there, mate.
So grab
We made it there.
rotate it through the mid. What is it, mate? Hold on. Oh, perfect. That's not great. Cool footy.
Looks like we're back here, Brady.
Last quarter.
It's been an entertaining game so far.
That's been a duck.
Good footy.
Oh, great tap.
Lovely tap, just and look at this.
Here we go. Here's a chance for the Marist boys.
Come on, Marist.
Brooks applying a bit of pressure from behind, does well. Oh, no talk.
Didn't have his eye on the ball just then.
Free kick to Bailey Seaman.
Can he kick it from here, Brady?
Might be beyond him, I think, for young Bailey. Let's see a bit of movement from some Marist forwards.
It's just gone a little bit too far. There's Lewis Drury back there. Let's see if we can get up to the other goal square and score a goal. Nice kick to advantage here. Here he is, Mac. He'll find a way of getting this onto his left just here, Mac.
Oh, good call, Jace. Ducks inside twice, 3 times now.
A little bit up and under from Mac just then, but still hits the target. Running past Dulce.
Nice kick.
Yeah, good.
Through to Evans again.
High calls play on. That left foot.
That was Jack Tilley's ball from 3 minutes ago, wasn't it? He just read the ball, held his space.
Lost a bit of touch there, did Alex King. Didn't quite read the flight of the ball.
It's a nice start to the quarter by Marist, eh?
Yeah,
Good out of the centre.
Lovely tap from Josh Wolf. It's that final kick inside 50 has hurt Marist all day.
Kick, JT.
I would have put a fair bit of money on that kick to go through there. I probably should have said that before he kicked the ball, Brady, but a little bit of confidence behind JT in his kicking. A very natural footballer.
We can get a brand. Johnny be great. Put that on the side.
Haven't seen much of our run of this quarter, Brady.
Yeah, few sightings throughout the match, but not too many.
He likes to put himself front and centre. What we have noticed, though, is this is the 12th runner Cameron Blight's had as coach, Brady. There's not a lot of longevity in the role of runner as Cameron Blight. Nice bit of movement out of the middle there. Ned Spiden kicks to a bit of space out in front of Mac, the knife Evans. This will go through.
Does really well there.
Oh,
good pressure.
Good pressure on the end there. And picked out beautifully by number 47. Who's that, Brady?
Big Logan Williams. One a bit of a cult figure. Marist, big Logs, loves his footy. Coaches a few of our teams, actually, a few of the junior teams. So gives back to the college, which is great.
Tremendous work, Logan Williams. Kicks forward Harry Black. Moves it Ned Spiden. Has a little bit of this early. This quarter, Spiden looks forward. Who's up here? Here's Tilley again.
Oh, lovely hands.
Very good hands. What do you say here, Brady? I would have backed him before for the previous shot.
Tough kick this side for the right footer. We'll see how we go. Start at right goalpost, I reckon, Jace.
That's where you want to be. This. Look at that. Unselfish.
Need to.
Unselfish. Zach Fair takes that mark.
Oh,
No, he doesn't.
No mark. The Marist boys overrun it.
Oh, no. Oh.
He's missed.
Is that his second one like that? He's missed. That is. Jack Tilley was unselfish, though. I like it.
It was. Didn't quite work out. Rowbottom brings the ball back in.
Well, I'm sure that replay's up on the screen. I don't think Zach Fair would want to watch that replay again. Here's Tilley again.
King fighting hard for Marist.
Hands up, misses the target. Nicely picked up by Harrison. Pass the ball back further to Spiden.
Very busy early this quarter.
Touch play on. Zach Fair, nice hands.
Nice handball with that. Finished his work that time.
So Jack Gunston just showing Zach Fair what to do from that exact same position just then, Brady.
He sure did.
Here's our man, James Fielding. Good bit of flag work.
Lovely
really,
bit of work there. Any experience goal umpiring?
No, he's a boundary umpire by trade.
He's seen plenty of good flag wavers, no doubt.
He's taken a little bit each person he's watched, I believe, Brady, and he's just getting better and better as this game goes on.
The runner's coming out left of screen.
Oh, we need the camera on this, please. This is the second time I've seen him run today.
Good tap again from Wolf. 3 good taps to start the quarter.
Gets a bit of height in his leaper, Wolf, doesn't he?
He's a high jumper, actually.
Ah, there you go.
Yes, good spot there, Jace.
Oh, that's a lovely tackle. Don't know how he got rid of that one. Keeps it out in front of him, though. Second effort's very important. It's a nice kick. Looks forward, Parsons.
Bit of candy there from Parsons. Did well.
Here's Gunston here. It's a nice bit of defensive play. There's Hodgman with a beautiful kick to space.
Go, Tommy Poke, can he pick it up?
Sam Banks-Smith needs to work here. It's a nice chase. A good bit of pressure on the kick just there, moving into the forward line. Marist gets her hands off.
Opportunity here, Singleton.
3 or 4 Marist players around this contest.
Went to ground, good tackle.
Ball up by Suki. Here's Sam Henning. Oh, a little bit of excitement in the box just then, though, Brady. They looked good for a minute.
They did. Pressure.
Good attack on the ball by both players just then.
Here he is.
Oh, look at him. That's what we came to see. Runner number 12 in Cameron Blight's coaching career. And there's Cameron Blight and assistant coach John Fletcher. Cameron was a little bit cold out there, Brady. He's applied the beanie. It's a nice tackle. That's holding the ball.
Did well, got his hands. Clever little kick from Hope.
Play on in the sides. You can hear clearly the umpire saying that. Still working hard at the bottom of the pack, Sam Banks-Smith. Number 15, Bailey Seaman.
Good chat around the ball here from both teams. Good to see. We're here.
Loud team's a happy team and a productive team, they say.
Oh, big hit there, Young Hope's cop one. Accidental, I think.
I feel
Let's
it was.
hope he's okay.
We've got our trainer, Dave Redette, looking on closely. There's Brady, if you look out the window just then, you'll see our trainer, Dave Redette. He's got a little bit of space between the bottom of his pants and the top of his shoes. That inch there would be quite cold, wouldn't it?
Oh, I'd imagine so. Let's have a look on the replay. Hope goes in for the tackle. Oh, clash of heads.
Yeah.
Nasty one there. He's a tough boy, though, Jai Hope.
He's back up. He's looking all right. He's back to his feet and he's moving all right. There's Dave Redette running over to him now. Being checked out by Coach Xavier and the trainer and physio Dave Redette, who's keeping a close eye on things and making sure he's all right out there. Back to the play, Joe Harrison. Illegal disposal just then. It was a nice tackle. Almost gave away 50 just then, Harrison. Thought he played on.
Josh Wolf goes high.
That's a big launch. Looking for a punch here. Out in front, Banks-Smith tries to take the mark. Picked up by Marist. Ball goes loose.
Tackling.
Get up there, Dub. Don't fall off.
It has to be a ball. It has to be a ball up just there.
Is there a spare one down there? Oh, come up here. Look at the headset. Get involved, Dub. Get him involved.
So you can hear Cameron Blight out there, Brady, trying to take over the commentary and get one of our players that's off the field to take a commentary role here.
Don't fall off.
Now you've got to remember, Blight, there's a game going on and your responsibility is to make sure that works, not worry about how the commentary works over here. That's a nice
pressure.
tackle.
Could have been rewarded.
Here's a goal for...
opportunity for Brooks. And
just
another stoppage here.
So is that a repeat entries by
absolutely.
Marist?
Good to see. Let's see if they can conjure a goal from this position.
It's a nice tackle just here. Ball knocked loose. Maybe just got the handball out. Just maybe had a little bit more time than he thought he did just then. Here's a score for Marist, eh? Here's a goal for Marist.
It is.
It is a goal for Marist.
Tyson
Fantastic.
Cobbing, and the boys are getting around him. Well done, Tyson.
A well-deserved goal. They've been threatening, haven't they, Brady? That's great to see.
Well done, boys. It's been pretty good today, Tice.
It's been excellent. That's just that continual forward movement, pushing the ball forward.
Sock it through.
Nice. And a lot of goals from the goal square today, but that was the best one we've seen from the goal square, I believe.
And Mr. Berry, you actually got one of your players mic'd up out in the ground. So this is a first here for Duff TV.
Is this Cameron Blight's idea, Martin Duffy?
Get him, Dub.
G'day, JB. It's Will Cooper here, mic'd up for the Hutchins School AFL team.
Now, Will, you have said your name and you are representing the school, so we're just very careful of what we're saying on this microphone just here. Our best behaviour.
Oh, you know me, always on my best behaviour.
Yeah, I trust you. So Mr. Cooper up there that's being interviewed now is our sailor that's going off to the Nationals, Brady. Off to the Nationals on Friday, does it start? Will?
Yeah, so we have our warm-up day on Thursday, and then the regatta starts on Friday, and we'll final series will be on Monday. So hopefully we'll still be in it by then.
And how are you feeling going into these championships? Are you confident?
Yeah, well, because I'm in grade 12 now, it's my last one, so feeling pretty confident. Done it for a while, and yeah, looking to go deep in finals. So yeah,
fantastic. Well, now anyone that's watched the whole streaming event today would know that we've mentioned your name a few times, and a couple of pretty scared commentators that you'd injure yourself before. You're happy to get out of the game unscathed today?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed when the coach showed me I'm not playing the fourth quarter, but apart from that, I was lucky to not get injured throughout the game, which I think a few people are happy about. So
I think your teammates will be relatively happy here. Nice bit of movement just in from Joey Harrison. Now you're up there as special commentary. What have you got that's special to offer us?
I've got a bit of bird's eye view from on top of the van here. Can see the passage of play really well from up here, and yeah, it's a great view.
Fantastic. And goal just then? By who?
I'm unsure.
It was your mate, Mr. Tilley, Mr. Jack Tilley.
JT, the natural footballer.
He's a natural footballer. I've been told to mention that he's a natural footballer, but it's obvious by watching this. Brady's been very quiet. Brady, what have you got to say?
Oh, another opportunity for Marist boys. Just again, that Hutchins half-back line. They've been very good all day, and I think the Marist boys are getting a little tired now. They've got their goal at least. Let's see if they can get another one here and finish on a bit of a high note for the bus trip home.
Now that goal there will be replayed a few times on the live stream, I hope.
Well done, Bailey Seaman. Another forward entry for the Marist boys.
Cooper, if this continues, Cooper, you might be back on the field in a minute.
Say about that one.
Run a long way there.
Big toe Savage taking the mark at half-back.
Lewis Drury. Was Lewis happy about being moved out of the full forward line, Will?
Oh, not at all. He was fuming. I think he was going for a bag of 10 by the stage he got moved to half-back.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough, but he also had 14 shots at goal for his 6 goals.
That's efficient.
That's a missed goal just then. By who? Will Cooper, who missed that goal?
I think the natural footballer missed that one.
That was the natural footballer. I'm glad you're watching the football now.
McIver to bring the ball back in. He's had a few kick-outs today, Jace.
He has, mate.
That's one of his better ones.
That was a stunning kick.
Unlucky there.
That's gone a good 45 metres, that kick, Brady. That's a beautiful kick out of full-back line.
Jonty.
Who's this, Cooper?
Natural footballer.
Natural footballer.
That's off to Harry Black, I think.
Unselfish play again. Looking to pass here, I think.
Yeah, now, shoulders looking well strapped there, Brady. You're happy with that strapping technique?
The trainer's done well there.
Looking at Zach Fair. Or just.
Lamprey.
Didn't look too keen to bend over to pick that ball up, Zach Fair. Nice pick up there by Jack Dalton. Joe Binger Harrison moving the ball on. Parsons deserves a goal. He's had a really good day today as a first gamer. Being one of the better contributing Hutchins players out there. Now, Will, I've just got a quick question. I was asked before about skins below Marist tops. What I'd like to know is about headbands on players.
Well, with the headband, you can't see if the hair's in front of your eyes, so it's not really a fashion statement, more of a boost to your game.
Can I make a suggestion of something else that helps vision?
Yeah, what's that?
Cutting your hair.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah, good idea.
Yes. Talk about that one later. Nice hands off and a nice goal on the Mood Food replay.
Nice tap again from Wolf. He's been very good in this last quarter.
The centre combination's working really well. I think the Marist are probably winning the centre clearances this quarter.
They have, absolutely. Once again, mopped up down there. Here's Drury on the half-back line.
It's a nice kick to the centre.
Aggressive kick, that, Jace.
It was.
Nice transition from one side to the other here.
It's been a good bit of movement. Sets a bit of a task there for Tane Suki.
Row bottom at the bottom. Might need to knock this one out. Does well.
How many possessions row bottom up to, do you
he'd be in the 20s, I reckon, Jace. He's had a good day.
We've called his name a fair few times up here. It's a lazy 5 minutes left for this game. There's Tasmania having a bit of a... Can't put a lot of weight on that left ankle there for Tasmania. Dave Redette might have a little bit of action to come here with Tane. A bit of ice to be applied, I believe.
So young Joe, I hope there, went off with a bit of a head knock. I think he's got a bit of a blood nose there. Young Marist man, he's pretty tough though. Let's hope he's okay. Thanks Smith, an aggressive kick again.
Will Hodgman again. A good third quarter playing in the ruck. No. Kick to space just there by Hodgman. Maybe Hutchins space though.
Good tackle there from Wolf.
Gets it out. Here's a second goal here, I believe. It's coming.
Good pressure here. Wolf scoops it forward. And that one will be a throw in the full pocket. 4 minutes to go here, Jace. Can we get another Marist goal?
Oh, it's definitely been an impressive finish to the game by Marist.
Absolutely.
They've fought hard, and I think the one goal is probably a bit harsh for them at the moment. I think there's another one in there somewhere. Nice bit of pressure there near the boundary line. Hutchins free kick out on the full, I believe.
Yeah.
Are you still up here, Will Cooper?
Yeah, I'm still here, JB.
The special comments man can feel free to interrupt and say anything at any time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll add my piece.
Just something. If you're off the ground, we do expect a little bit from you in the commentary box.
Yeah, right. Searching kick from one of the Hutchins players.
One of the Hutchins players.
I think that's a natural footballer.
That was a natural footballer that picked it up, but you probably should know all the players as they're your teammates.
Yeah,
Big Logan Williams across half back.
Logan's been good back there.
Yeah, good switch. Looking for something here. Oh, Logan.
Been touched by Jack Parsons.
Good pressure from
Parsons
Jack.
running back through traffic. Off to Blary. Into Mac Evans. Mac Evans will have a shot here.
On his left. Can't miss.
Oh, I think Zach Fair's taken that goal from him.
I was a bit nervous for Zach Fair just then from the goal screws. Missed a couple today, Zach. Very strong young player.
Would have got run down in that situation. It would have been W Cooper.
Do you hear that?
I didn't hear, but all I know is the coach is having far too much to say in the commentary at the moment.
I reckon so too. Keep him off the mic as much as you can, I reckon.
Can we please turn off all external microphones, please? 2 minutes 30 remaining roughly, Brady. What are you hoping to see from Marist for the end of this game?
Another centre clearance would be good. Wolf's been very good in the ruck this quarter. Can't see him there. Where is he?
Hodgie, get in there.
He's getting in there now, number 32.
Oscar Bramich has been quite handy, a Hutchins acquisition here. Nice tap. It's Tol Savage back in the middle for Hutchins. Ned Spiden, hands out.
It's Oscar Bramich for Marist. Coming off from
Another centre
Hutchins.
clearance. Row bottom again.
Tainsuki
Singleton, can he pick it up?
struggling a little bit with that left ankle, I believe, Tainsuki, but toughing it out. See what he's got here. Gets a handball away.
Being
Jerry Harrison.
Good play once again from the Hutchins.
Spiden, he's got a player through the middle. Two players through the middle. Misses them both. No, he doesn't. Gunston, good enough to mop up. Harrison continues running. That's the thing about Harrison. Just runs all day. Look at that. Beautiful delivery that time.
Give it to the natural footballer here, I reckon.
Fair.
Oh, good hands.
They are very good hands, aren't they, Brady?
Yeah, Ferry is known for his hands.
It's a nice centering kick to Parsons.
Hit the goal, Jack. Hit the goal.
Kick the goal, Jack from Cameron Blight.
Now, Parsons has been told to kick the goal here, but I reckon he's got the distance. I'll back him in.
Back him in.
I'm gonna say that it is. I don't want to say it's beyond him, but it's a decent kick.
It is
for
a decent
grade 9
kick
boy
here.
playing his first game.
Where's that chook gone?
Good call, Jace.
Just try pushing it, put everything into it. With a wet ball, heavy legs at the end of the day, it's quite a hard kick to make. 30 seconds remaining.
Just
Lovely
Ned
kick back to the
spilling
middle.
that
Done well, row bottom again. Unlucky, good pressure.
20 seconds remaining. a lovely kick for Evans. He's got Drury. You can see Drury sneaking past on the inside here, Brady. He's not going to him.
Nice kick.
Gunston.
Could be one after the siren here, Jace.
We know the siren hasn't been, there could be another 4 minutes to play here, Brady. We know it hasn't been too on time today, but Gunston's been really good up forward. A nice way to finish off with a goal.
Now, Jack Gunston's got a very good set shot here. He doesn't usually miss these ones, so I'll definitely back him in for this one.
Okay, he's been backed in. Cooper. That is a nice way to finish your commentary, Cooper, and a nice finish to the game. Hutchins at 153, Marist 6, and an outstanding game today.
Thanks for having me, boys. Thanks, Duff TV, for having me. I better get out there and celebrate with my team. Cheers, guys.
Good man, well done.
Stay up.
It's all about Dubby Cooper, you may have noticed just then, Brady.
That's exactly what they wanted.
W, I reckon Parney's in trouble for the BBL. Channel 7 will have a look at that.
Well, thanks to everyone for tuning in today on our debut, Jace. We got through, mate.
We got through. We didn't do anything too bad, Brady. No swearing.
Done very well. So good to see the boys shaking hands. Game played in good spirits. Undermanned Marist team. Hopefully next week their final game against Lonnie Grammar we've got, mate. So
beautiful. Hutchins played Launceston Grammar last week. They were a very competitive side. They've shown a lot of improvement. That's how quickly things can happen in this SATIS competition. We know that Marist have got a really strong group of grade 10s coming through, Brady was saying. So expect big things more.
Absolutely,
they're
mate.
part of this program, and it's fantastic to have them in. And we saw out there a really spirited group out there that made the trip down from Burnie.
That's right, mate, and good to see a couple of year 9s out there for the Hutchins, which bodes well for the future for their football program. So been a pleasure, mate.
It has been a pleasure.
Good to catch up, and as always, yeah, footy's the winner at the end of the day, mate.
That's a good way to finish. Thank you very much.
How's it going? Yeah, great. Stand naturally up there. More positive up there.
Career for you after footy?
It's a nice start to the quarter by Marist.
Yeah,
good out of the centre.
Lovely tap from Josh Wolf. It's that final kick inside 50 has hurt Marist all day.
Kick, JT.
I would have put a fair bit of money on that kick to go through there. I probably should have said that before he kicked the ball, Brady. But you want to be this? Look at that. Unselfish. Unselfish. Zach Fair takes that mark. Oh, no, he doesn't.
No mark. The Marist boys overrun it.
Oh no. Oh,
he's missed.
Is that his second one like that? He's missed. That is. Jack Tilley was unselfish, Harrison. Pass the ball back further to Spiden.
Very busy early this quarter.
Touch play on. Zach Fair, nice hands.
Nice handball that. Finished his work that time.
So Jack Gunston just showing Zach Fair what to do from that exact same position just then, Brady. Number 15, Bailey Seaman.
Good chat around the ball here from both teams. Good to see. We're here.
Loud team's a happy team and a productive team, they say.
Oh, big hit there. Young Hopes caught one. Accidental, I think.
I feel
Let's
it was.
hope he's okay.
We've got our trainer, Dave Redette, looking on closely. There's Brady. If you look out the window just then, you'll see our trainer.
Don't fall off.
Now, you've got to remember, like, there's a game going on, and your responsibility is to make sure that works, not worry about how the commentary works over here. That's a nice
pressure.
tackle.
Could have been rewarded.
Here's a goal for...
opportunity for Brooks. And
just
another stoppage here.
So I was at a repeat entries by the police. Maybe just got the handball out. Just maybe had a little bit more time than he thought he did just then. Here's a score for Marist. Here's a goal for Marist.
It is.
It is a goal for Marist.
Tyson
Fantastic.
Cobbing, and the boys are getting around him. Well done, Tyson.
A well-deserved goal. They've been threatening, haven't they, Brady? That's great to see.
Well done. Here. Oh, Logan.
Big touch by Jack Parsons.
Good pressure from
Parsons
Jack.
running back through traffic. Off to Blary. Into Mac Evans. Mac Evans will have a shot here.
On his left. Can't miss.
Oh, I think Zach Fair's taken that goal from him.
I was a bit nervous for Zach Fair just then from the goal screws. Missed a couple today, Zach.
I'll definitely back him in for this one.
Okay, he's been backed in. Cooper. That is a nice way to finish your commentary, Cooper, and a nice finish to the game. Hutchins at 153, Marist 6, and an outstanding game today.
Thanks for having me, boys. Thanks, Duff TV, for having me. I better get out there and celebrate with my team. Cheers, guys.
Good man, well done.